heard it all the last few days. Andre Dillard gets hurt, and there goes our chances of trading him. Well, guess what? I think it's the complete opposite. I think the fact that he got hurt actually increases the chances that we're going to be able to trade him. And the reason is one guy, Jeff Stoutland. Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great, wonderful Labor Day weekend. Hope you guys are doing well. You know, a lot of people says to me, yo, Philly 500, did you see the Andre Dillard injury? It's really a shame because it means we've got no chance to trade him. It's over. It's finished. Flush it down the toilet. Kaput. Well, I'm here to tell you, I don't think so. I think it actually increases our chances of possibly moving him. And because of one guy, Jeff Stoutland. Now, we're going to get into it in a second. But before we do that, if you're new to the channel and you like the content, make sure to hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe for daily Eagles content, NFL content. We are going to stream every Eagles game this year, just about every Cowboys game, Washington Giants, whatever we can fit in, we're going to be doing, and it's going to be crazy. Pause. All right? And if you've been subscribed for a while, just double check. Double moonwalk check. Make sure you're still subscribed. You know how YouTube does me with the algorithm sometimes by mistake. So just double check. Now, I'm going to jump right into this baby, okay? Because I got a lot of things to say, a lot of things on my mind. Because we are like a week away from kickoff. We are a week away from Eagles Detroit. And this is, right now, this is Detroit's high point of the year. This is when the Lions fans think they actually have a hope, have a chance at something. Then they're going to go out there this Sunday, and the Eagles are going to double moonwalk that ass. And all of a sudden, it's going to be crickets at the stadium. It's going to be quiet. Everybody's going to come home, go back in the closet, and then wait till next year. Because, let's face it, Detroit, they're never really that good. You know what I mean? They're never really that good. I have no issues with Detroit. I wish them well. But they can't beat us. Now, in all seriousness, I do think they're an improved team. I do. But we should be able to take care of business, okay? We should be able to do it. We should be able to go in there, be relatively healthy, because God knows we didn't want to practice hard and we want to hit guys and all that kind of stuff to be healthy. So we should be healthy. But, of course, injuries happen anyways. And we just saw one to Andre Dillard, okay? As many of you guys have seen, he got hurt. NFL Network insider Mike Garofalo, he says that left tackle Andre Dillard suffered a non-displaced fracture in his forearm during Thursday's practice at NovaCare Complex. If he hurt it and it went one way or the other, isn't it displaced? I don't understand, but apparently this means, and I'm not a doctor, okay, I don't speak Howie Roseman language. I don't got the calculations of the cornbread followed by the gravitational pull of the earth with the circumference of the moon, radiation of the light from the reflection of the sun. I don't do all that stuff. So, although I do want pocket pencil protectors like Howie and a Napoleon hat. But, he's going to be out for a while. However, this isn't an injury where he's gone for the year. This isn't going to be an injury where he's going to miss most of the time, okay? Garofalo said that he should be back for most of the season. Well, if he's back for most of the season, then therefore he should be back by the trade deadline. Now, this creates an opportunity that a lot of people aren't thinking about, okay? Because we see Andre Dillard as a backup to Jordan Mailata, and there's two trains of thought. You keep him and you let him be a backup for 1 year because it gives you tremendous depth, which it really does. It absolutely does. Or you say, you know what? As much as it's, and as nice as it is to have a guy as a depth, as a backup left tackle for 1 year, I still want to get some value for him going forward. So those are really the two schools of thoughts that come with Andre Dillard. You keep him as a backup, you let him play out the year, and then he walks, you get a compensatory pick. Or you try to trade him now, get something of value higher than a compensatory pick, and you move him because he was going to walk anyways. Either way, there's no way around it. Andre Dillard is leaving the Eagles at the end of the year. He's leaving. They did not pick up his option year, and he's gone. He's gone. So the question is, are you good and happy with that compensatory pick, or do you want to try to get something for him? Now, a lot of people are saying it doesn't matter now. He's hurt. He got hurt. There's no chance now. But I disagree. I disagree because of one guy, Jeff Stoutland. Okay, Jeff Stoutland. What do you need if you trade Andre Dillard? You need somebody that's able to take his place. You need a capable backup left tackle. All right? Well, who is the guy that develops offensive linemen like nobody else? Jeff Stoutland. Jeff Stoutland develops everything. Look what he did with Malala. Look at Kelsey. Look at all the offensive linemen that have played and been competent, been able to go out there and be pretty good offensive linemen. Even guys like Herbig and guys that we don't keep around long, they're still productive. He still gets them to play, okay? So now, the fact that Andre Dillard is hurt creates an opportunity for Jeff Stoutland to give some of these guys below him on the depth chart a closer look, a better look, okay? You got really three guys, right? You got Josh Sills, who to me was a surprise that he made the team, but they said there's something that Stoutland liked in him that they wanted to work with. You have Raven Clark. He's on the practice squad. And then you get, what's his face? Coyote Awasusuka, whatever his name is. The guy that, it's like, what is that stuff they smoke? Kawasaki or Coyote? Yeah, that dude. He's seeing little gray aliens run around smoking that stuff. I don't do it. But Coyote Asuwaka, whatever his name is, all right, he's on the roster, LaRaven Clark, and then this kid Josh Sills. Now, because Dillard's out, and Dillard's only going to be out for so long, he's going to play most of the season. He's going to be back by trade deadline. But by the fact that he's out, and these guys are going to get reps with the second team, and I'm specifically thinking of Sills, okay? I think he's the guy to keep an eye on. Because he's going to get reps with the second team most likely, he's going to have an opportunity to figure out, hey, listen, I feel comfortable with this guy on the second team. He could play left tackle for me if need be for a few games if Jordan Mailata goes out. I feel comfortable with him. I don't know that you necessarily get that if Andre Dillard doesn't get hurt. So Andre Dillard getting hurt in some weird way, in my opinion, actually creates the possible opportunity for the Eagles to move him. You don't think if let's say Stoutland, he gets to work with, let's say, Sills over the next few weeks with Andre Dillard out, and he's running with the second team, and he starts to see something, you don't think he's going to go to Howie Roseman? Howie Roseman's going to be going, tell me what you have, tell me what you saw. Okay, calculate the calculations of cornbread, big ass pocket pencil protector right there, it's just huge. He's got a Napoleon hat on. I see Howie, like, he's kind of like Heisenberg, right? Walter White, like when Walter White puts on the hat, he changes in Heisenberg. I see that with Howie. When Howie puts on the Napoleon hat, he is getting ready to rip somebody off. He's getting ready to run circles around people, okay? I mean, dude, we're sitting there, 4 or 5 days later, 4 or 5 days later since I did a video about Jason Peters. 4 or 5 days later, and the Cowboys still haven't even signed the guy. He hasn't signed a guy. We traded Rager. We got a safety. We sat there, got a running back. We've done all these things in like 3 days. The Cowboys are still trying to sign Jason Peters. They can't make it official. What the hell are they doing? Well, I don't understand. Does it take them that long to get up the steps to go into the office and sign a contract? It's crazy. But in all seriousness, I think this creates opportunity to possibly be able to move on from Andre Dillard, because now these other guys are going to get a chance to show. Now listen, if they go into practice and they show nothing, absolutely nothing, then you know what? Then it decreases your chances. But I don't know if if you would get the opportunities to look at these guys, have them go, play, especially Sills. I keep saying these guys. Sills is the guy I'm thinking of. But, have him have the opportunity to go out, run with the second team. It could be a situation where he's like, you know what? Look, he's not as good as Andre Dillard, but he's capable and he's competent enough that if we need him, we can deal with it, especially if you're getting a second-round pick, Howie. So I think because Jeff Stoutland, I think the Eagles' chances of trading Andre Dillard with this injury just went up. It just went up. I mean, it's not a fractured bone. He's not having surgery. I don't think he's having surgery. He's got to get more tests. But by all accounts, as we're here right now, he's going to be back for most of the season. It's not the end. It's not the end all be alls. So to me, I say this is a golden opportunity. All right, because if you can see that you develop these guys, or Stoutland can see that he can make it work, Andre Dillard's gone. You got to trade him. You have to trade him, and I don't think you have that opportunity if Andre Dillard isn't hurt. Those are just my thoughts. I don't know. We'll see. It could be totally the opposite, because if they're not good and they don't play good, the Eagles could go out and try to pick somebody up, or you just say, you know what, we can't trade Andre Dillard. We're gonna have to live with it. The whole thing is we don't want to trade Andre Dillard because we don't have a backup left tackle. Well, now he's hurt, and you're in that situation anyways. You might as well get the second-round pick if you can get it. You know what I'm saying? With that said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. And remember, it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. So last night, I got the opportunity finally to sit down and try Madden out. Now, I didn't go and see all the new features or go try to practice this, that, or the other. I didn't need to do that because it's the same game every year. It's the same game every year. So I just went and jumped right online, made sure I had the throwback Eagles gear on, and I went to work. And I went and I played my first Madden online game I've played in years. And it was a close game. It was a tough game. I lost 58-7, but it was really close. And it was the fourth quarter. We were going at it. But hey, listen, 58-7. It is what it is. I thought I was going to lose by worse, but I'm up and coming, because the next time I'll lose like 48-7, then maybe like 38-7, then 28-7, then 17-7, then I'm going to win 7-3, and then I beat everybody's ass. It's got to happen. I got to practice. I will say this though, on the Madden, the throwing's a little more. Either Jalen Hurts really stinks, and I haven't looked at his. He really stinks, or the mechanics of throwing are somewhat different, because I had like 4 interceptions, 3 on the first 3 drives. It was that brutal. I mean, I could still pass the ball and make catches, but like trying to lob it in and trying to do like different things like that, I was screwing up. I have to practice. I am going to have to actually practice. I don't know why, especially the PlayStation 5, they got the trigger pulls. Those triggers are supposed to be like touch sensitive, and they can give you like different like type feels to it. I don't know why they don't do that for passing. I think that would be kind of cool. But what do I know? I got a lot of practicing to do. Denzel Washington out.